Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Broncos going up against the Chiefs. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. It took a late fumble to seal the victory last year. What's in store this time around? The Broncos and Chiefs are underway from Arrowhead. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, highly decorated out of Stanford, Kevin Hogan.
Kevin Hogan's a tough, mentally tough competitor who's worked really hard on his delivery. Had a long motion while he was at Stanford, worked hard to tighten it up, make it more compact, and make it quicker, which is necessary in the NFL.
Here we go with Jamal Charles. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
They'll drop to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's second down. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 30 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Blue line.
Now Hogan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
All right, here we go. Blue line. Blue line.
Time running out here on the play clock. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Delay of game, offense. Still
The
first down.
penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down at 15.
All right, here we go. Blue, Landy. Blue, Landy. Detroit. Detroit. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw again. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking deep here. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 37 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. It's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hogan now. A dump off for Charles. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Set. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw, and they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication. Didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Dontari Poe in on the stop.
the best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. But after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, Anderson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside, defense. Still 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Following the penalty, Anderson. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the 1st down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Let's go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. And Green with a catch left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Lynch. He goes underneath for Anderson. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Defensively, I think they can smell. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. Lynch with it on third and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a look at Paxton Lynch as he's slow to get up, remaining down after that play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again.
Offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They come out here in the eye.
Green 39. Leopard.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Detroit.
One receiver to the left is Evans.
All right, here we go.
Now Hogan. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now, let's go.
Hogan now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Wilson has it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Oh, Travis Kelsey unable to pull it in. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights.
Thank you, Mr. Ridley. A scoreless first half, and now we're set for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Chiefs defense getting ready to roll. They pitched a shutout in the first half. Can they keep it going here? I mean, maybe when is their offense also going to get going too? That's another question.
That's a great one, because what they're hoping is that the wave that they're riding right now, which is being really good on defense, has enough to carry the offense along with them and bring them to the front and find a way to score some points.
Yeah, all zeros right now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
10 yards still left on second down. They give it to Anderson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now it's Sanchez. A dump off to Anderson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. He'll drop to throw. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a handoff. This is Charles. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Barney, hurry up, let's go. Blue 90.
Now Hogan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They come up in an offset eye. They go back to the ground now with Charles. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He's got Evans. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Sanchez on first down. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're back now in KC. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On 1st and 10, Sanchez. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's a first down for the Broncos.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a first down throw, Sanchez. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The five-time Pro Bowler, Tom Mahali, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To throw on second down is Sanchez. And his throw is incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And it's third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Play fake to Anderson. Now Sanchez surveying the field. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hogan now. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
This is the fullback, Sherman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now Hogan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. As we mentioned, here's older brother Dustin Colquitt to punt this one away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come out here in the eye. Here's a handoff to the fullback, Whitlock. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
Back to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued.
Here we go. White 18. White 18.
Back to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And he gets it complete to Latimer. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now it's Sanchez. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Stays on his feet. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that part tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Now Sanchez. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Desperation time for Sanchez on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep, and that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? And they have got the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One receiver to the left is Evans. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
That's Chris Harris Jr. back there playing. I mean, do you really want to throw the ball in his territory with the game maybe on the line here?
Not a good idea. I think he caught that with a Super Bowl ring, partner.
And once you have the Super Bowl ring on it, the ball doesn't bounce away. That just sealed a victory for his team.
Absolutely a huge pick by Chris Harris Jr. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football. Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Denver, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head down to San Diego for a matchup with the Chargers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.